if Lisa Kudrow's in a film, I'm going to watch it, and that was certainly the reason that I initially became interested in watching Romy and Michele's high school reunion. And I have to say, this is a pretty good film. It's pretty well loved or well received. 6.2 out of 10 on IMDb. Released in 1997, directed by David Mirkin and written by Robin Schiff, and stars, as I said, Lisa Kudrow as Michele and Mira Sorvino as Romy. And as I'm sure you figure out, they are going to a high school reunion, but they are not living their best lives, put it that way. And they decide to start lying about their lives and what they're really up to now to impress their former classmates. And the fun thing about this is wondering what they're going to come up with next. My favourite one, obviously, is about the post-it notes. For me, that just made this film. But it's really interesting to see how far they're going to take these lies and if people will believe them and if they'll get away with it. The reason this works as well is because Romy and Michele are very likeable characters. IMDb, to quote, says that they are two dim-witted, inseparable friends. And I think that that's a pretty reasonable way to describe them, actually. They're very entertaining characters. They get on like a house on fire. But at the same time, you can see that there are always going to be conflicts, because they're human beings. And their lies may get them into some trouble. But I'm not going to say any more than that. I'm not going to say what happens with these lies or how far they take it. But I will say that it's good fun. It's really entertaining. I did find it quite funny. Not raucous, laugh out loud, but, comforting. Easy to watch, very enjoyable, an absolute pleasure, and a really nice way to spend an hour and a half. Obviously, as I said, I watched it for Lisa Kudrow, and I love her in it. But I think even if she wasn't in it, it would still be really good, because I really enjoyed the premise, and I thought the development of the narrative was really good. The pacing of the lies, the rate at which they introduced new lies and allowed them to develop, I just thought, this is really good and I'm really enjoying this. I definitely recommend it. As I said, it's one that seems to be quite popular with a lot of people, which makes perfect sense. If you haven't seen it and you like comedy, definitely give it a go. It's a very easy, relaxing film that doesn't need to be taken too seriously, but is still very well produced. And I can't find fault with it. It's pretty great.